Boom! What's going on, everybody? It is July 28th, 2023.
Friday,
yes. And it is episode, 26 of Fans of Something Live. And tonight we have a brand new channel debut here today with us. Not movie related. Yeah, that's we're taking a gamble here. We're taking a risk, but it's all centered around physical media. It's all centered around collecting. And that's what we love and appreciate. And we love all different forms of that. Also, I mean, vinyl, we collect pop vinyls. So,
I collect vinyl.
You have a vinyl collection. We did a video, about 7-8 months ago on your entire vinyl collection. So
I think it's more than a year ago.
There's sprinklings of vinyl throughout the channel, but obviously we're mostly movie related. They are mostly vinyl related, if not all vinyl related. I don't know. We'll find out if they have a movie collection. But it's always fun to get new, fresh faces and expose more people to them. This is we're talking about Stacy and Matt from Vinyl Reckoning. Now, I asked you right as we were about to go live. I was like, Vinyl Reckoning, is that sounds like a pun? Sounds like a play on words. Final Reckoning. We have to get to the bottom of this. We have to get to the bottom of this. That's one thing we're going to figure out tonight. Apparently Matt wants hard-hitting questions, so he's going to get some. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's not a lot of movies this weekend. I mean, Barbenheimer was last weekend.
And nothing will ever go up to that hype ever again.
What is it, Haunted Mansion or something? Yeah, woohoo. I don't know. So, you know what? Hang out with us tonight. It's episode 26.
Yeah, something different.
And I mean, I have, we're going to showcase my latest vinyl purchase. We're going to see if they have that in their collection as well. Obviously, send in any questions, comments, concerns that you may or may not have. It'll be a lot of fun, but let us bring them in. This is Vinyl Reckoning. Their channel is linked in that description box. So you can just click the little @. It'll take you right over to them and check out their channel if they're to your liking. You know what to do. It's YouTube. We've been doing it for years. You know what to do. And show some support to them because they're awesome. And we love finding couples as well. We love the fact that they're a couple. You know, it's not just like a friendship or something. Like they're actually a couple. That's really cool. It's always nice to find couples. Yeah. It's always cool to see a fresh couple out there. So here we go. Let's bring them in. Make sure all the correct backgrounds and everything are rocking and rolling. Yes, here we go. All right, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Vinyl Reckoning.
What's going on? How is everybody?
Hello. All right, so first of all, we have to get to the bottom of your channel name. Apologies if you've talked about it in a video I have not seen yet. How did we get to Vinyl Reckoning?
Oh man. Okay. So no one's ever actually asked us this. So you are the first. This is an exclusive. So this channel actually started out as a podcast with my really good friend Tim back when I lived in Austin, Texas. Okay. And it came from a Jeff Rosenstock song. I don't know if you're familiar with his music, but he said "Final Reckoning" in one of the lines in his song, and the way he says it, it sounds like Vinyl Reckoning. Okay. And when we were thinking of the name of the podcast, I just happened to be listening to that song, and I was like, Vinyl Reckoning. And so it is a play on words, like the Final Reckoning, Vinyl Reckoning. Okay. So there you go. You're the first to ask. You got an answer.
So it was a podcast. Is that still going, or is that sort of like now it's shifted over to the channel?
No, the podcast is done. We moved to North Carolina about 1.5 years ago. With the pandemic and everything, it just kind of fizzled out. But I mean, I was trying to push him to get into YouTube with me, and he just wasn't about it. And then I met her, and then here we are, you know.
And it just so happened that Stacy had a love for vinyl, or did you kind of okay.
No, yeah, that's technically how we met too. We had actually known each other via Instagram for, I'd say, what,
like 9 years almost,
9 or 10 years. And
we kind of just like knew who each other were, I guess.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really like talk, but I don't know.
we talked a little bit.
Yeah, I asked you about like selling records and stuff for like once or twice. We eventually like went and dug back to see like how long ago the first time we talked was.
And
But,
then
like, how do you meet on Instagram? Like that's the thing. I'm like, what is it? Through a hashtag? Like you found each other's.
It was
profile?
it was
right?
vinyl.
It was all just
100%.
yeah, because I
Okay.
posted a lot of vinyl. He would post nothing but vinyl, and then that was just the type of accounts I followed.
Yep.
And then he messaged me one day, and it just
I shot my shot,
He shot
as the
his
kids
shot.
say.
But I don't know. I guess it was just it worked out. We were both in a position to be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
So,
That's what we did too. We're
Yeah,
like,
pretty
what's
much.
up? And then the rest is
That's awesome.
So cute.
That's awesome. Yeah, we met at Starbucks.
oh,
Nice.
that's fun.
A little
she
less.
met
You met in
cool.
person. That's good.
A little. I don't know. I feel like today's day and age, it's all about the social media and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I personally, maybe you. I don't know, but I never ever met anybody through any kind of like dating app or anything like that. It was always like in person. It was always in person.
Yeah. It's a weird, it was definitely weird because even when we first met, we did not live close to each other.
Yeah, no.
She was living in Arizona, I was living in Austin, Texas. And then we we have the most romantic story. So everybody strap in.
Stop it.
No, and we had just been chatting back and forth for like a month. And I was like, hey, do you want to FaceTime? And she was like, yeah. And then so we FaceTimed every day for another month. And then I was like, you should come visit. And she's like, well, I can't really afford a plane ticket. I was like, I'll get you a plane ticket. Doesn't matter. Come visit. And
joke.
yeah. And
I was like,
I didn't
okay.
murder her.
Yeah.
So
I was like, yeah. Well, my brother lived in that town too. So it was like, well, if he tries to murder me, I can like run away and my brother's there.
I'm
So
real
it's not like
fast.
I'll be
And then you can sell your story to Netflix and
right. Yeah.
Oh, she loved
Oh my God, that's my cup of tea.
She would
yeah.
love
Wow, that is so cool.
So
So
cute.
so then you met through a mutual love of vinyl, and Stacy, he kind of was like, "Hey, I did a podcast. Now I'm thinking let's transition that because because I've done podcasts as well. Was it strictly audio?
Yeah, it was strictly
Yeah.
audio, and then we had the idea of getting into video, and I was like, well, we throw all our podcasts on YouTube,
Right.
just the audio, of course, and let's just try a video. And then my buddy Tim was like, yeah, I'll try it. Hated every second of it.
Yeah, I was actually there whenever they did a video in our little apartment
Mhm.
that like our earlier videos are in.
Mhm.
And I was just like, I felt special because I got to wear the little earphones and they probably were just like, you could be sound check. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just listening.
Yeah, and
But no, eventually, he didn't like it. So I think just one day you were like, do you want to do it? And I was just kind of like, no, but sure.
and then she did it, and it was awesome. But
I'm just very, I guess, socially awkward and kind of not really.
it's true.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
me
I was
too.
like, I don't like being on video, but now it's okay, I guess. I'm used
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, because I noticed like a lot of your stuff is the out and about. So you'll have the camera, and you have to
Right.
kind of flip the thing and do this kind of thing, right? Right.
We haven't done that much. We'll do
We don't do this. We don't do that style of video
as much. Yeah.
c-
I think we
because
have.
when you visit record stores, they're forever playing music in them. So there's just copywritten material in the background.
True.
So when we started doing our videos, I was like, I like that style because a lot of the YouTube we watch is that style.
Mhm.
But yeah, the whole flipping around, we can't do unless we want to
Can't
get
do it.
copyright struck. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, we do more of we would at first just do footage of the store and us talking, and then
Right.
eventually we adopted the Stacy cam where I wear
A
the GoPro
Yeah.
and I feel even more awkward. So now I'm awkward in the stores. wearing
How
the
are
big
you wearing
old-
it? Like on your chest or on like
I
your
wear a
head?
backpack. Yeah, I have a backpack with a bunch of pens on it. So I'm like, okay, if I'm like wearing a cool backpack, maybe they won't notice the big honking camera on my
She wouldn't.
chest.
She wouldn't go for the headband.
God.
Yeah, she wouldn't. I was like, maybe,
I mean, Maybe
Like
one day I
coal-
would do it just for like the ridiculous factor of it.
like a
but-
coal miner. Yeah.
Yeah. Get a
That's
flashlight.
Like looks at it.
Yeah.
That is so cool. That is so cool that you met through a mutual love. Like it wasn't like you didn't have to like talk each other into it. I love that. It's just
Oh,
sort of,
yeah.
hey, I love it. I love it. Let's do something about it and
Yeah.
start a YouTube channel. And it's been going for how long now?
Oh wow.
Consistently
So far with
about a
us.
year.
Yeah.
Year?
But you've
About a
known
year.
each other. You said like technically like 9 years.
Oh
We-
yeah. So
we
like,
were like friends on Instagram.
yeah, and we knew of each other's existence
Yeah.
well before we actually met.
But it was
and-
what, 2 years ago, probably around now that we started talking. It would have
no,
been 2
longer
years.
than that.
Well, our 2 years of meeting is in August. Well, that's when we met in person.
Yeah.
But we like talked before we met in person for a
Yeah.
long time.
So it's we've been like talking every day for like almost 2.5 years now. But
yeah.
we've been together officially, if you will. Do they use the term Facebook official anymore? I don't think they do that. But
Meta official?
Yeah.
meta official. All right, I'm into it.
Horrible.
We've been meta official for 2 years next week.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, yes. It's
Go
Right.
us.
the obligatory audience applause. So Vinyl Reckoning starts. It's been going for about a year. And obviously behind you is
A butt ton of
a
vinyl.
butt
Part of
ton of
it.
vinyl. Is that
Yeah.
just a portion of what you have, or is that what you have?
It goes for another like 3 feet this way.
So
Okay.
there's more. There's like maybe 3 more cubes that way,
There's
or 2 more.
We've
Yeah.
never been asked to do this math.
I know. I was
so
just thinking. I've
hold
never
on.
counted the cubes.
Hard
so-
hitting.
Yeah.
There's
I
like
know.
4 or 5 tall, and then the ones you don't see, there's like 3 or 4 more across.
And then there's 5 or 6
Yeah.
cubes over here.
Roughly about 2,000 records, give or take.
I was gonna say, do you have like an inventory log?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have Discogs.
Discogs, yeah, we love Discogs. Just because it's somewhere. It is because it's somewhere to keep,
Yeah.
the catalog. So where if we're like in a store and we see something, and I'm like, crap, do I have that? Like
Which I'm sure you guys run into all the time.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. So so there's been times where
We-
we've had to pull it up in the store to see if we had it or not.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a problem.
it's not,
But it's a good problem.
We
you
make
know?
it work.
problem.
It's a passion.
Yeah, it's fun.
it
And we
is.
have a lot of fun doing it, and we have a lot of it.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Well, that's the thing about you guys. You're not just, because you said you're in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
So, but you're traveling through different states and you're checking out, the record stores, and you're documenting it and you're putting it out there for people to see. So you're not just like we tend to just stay local. Like if
Mhm.
if we go to and I would actually argue that there's more vinyl record stores than there are movie stores nowadays.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, like I mean, the last movie store I remember being in,
wow.
and it's now closed, but it only closed like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, was a place called I Love Video in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
That place was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like.
I went into like a Bookman's when
Yeah.
I still lived in Arizona and
Yeah.
got a movie for my niece, like a DVD.
Yeah,
So, but
And places like Barnes and Noble are taking away their movie section and adding more
More
vinyl.
freaking vinyl.
that's crazy. I didn't even know. I haven't been in one of those stores in so long.
let's get on the hype train, y'all.
I know.
We
need to
started
go
making
there.
YouTube videos at the right time.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
I
our
love the
stuff.
smell
No.
of Barnes and Noble.
But here's but here's the thing then, and you know more about this than I do, so you can talk about it. But most of what is in Barnes and Noble is the digital stuff, right? The
Mhm.
digital, what is it called?
It's just like how it's printed, pressed, whatever.
It's not like a real true vinyl, right? Like that's
Mhm.
like
Okay.
like the old school vinyl.
So
Yeah.
Well, they don't
Like-
have any used, right?
Yeah.
So it's all new.
So the mastering matters, of course. I mean, a majority of vinyl that is out and pressed now, like no one's recording to tape is basically what I'm saying. Like no one's recording audio to tape anymore. There are people who do it as sort of like a niche, like kitschy type thing. It's all mastered from digital, but even then that master matters because like there are some bad pressings out there. But a lot of the people like advertise it. They're like mastered from the original tapes, and you're like, awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Moving on. Yeah, what sort of, because you said you haven't been into a Barnes and Noble, so that makes me think that you don't collect the newer stuff, like the stuff that's being like the trend now is for new artists to
Like-
release a vinyl, not really a CD.
Like what I'm gonna pull here in a second.
Now I feel like we gravitate more towards the record store than instead of like getting vinyl in a Barnes and Noble or a Target or Walmart, I guess.
But
So
we're all over the place with like the era
We
that
always,
the
like,
record was
look.
pressed in.
when we're in Target,
Yeah.
but like we rarely get a record in Target.
Yeah.
And I think also it's a lot to do with like supporting the local record store or whatever. They're like more of like an independent, company or whatever.
Mhm.
Like it's probably like owned, by them. And so why would you want to go and give Target money for if you can give, a record store money and keep them open?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I was just saying I haven't been into a Barnes and Noble in years, so I don't even know how the vinyl looks in there, to be honest. So that's kind of crazy to hear that they're taking away movies. That's kind of sad though. I don't
I
know.
agree.
Yeah. I feel
It
like they
is.
should keep the movies in there.
It
Yeah.
is. There's a special boutique label, the Criterion Collection, and they used to be like rampant in Barnes and
Right.
Nobles, and now it's just like I just went into mine before I went into work today, and literally just like a little tiny wall where I remember literally just shelves upon shelves of
Yeah.
Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that stuff. And
Crazy.
Well, as collectors, we know the things go up and down and up and down. It's like eventually you'll see vinyl get phased out and something else will come back in. Your movies will come back in or something like that because it's just that ebb and flow
yeah,
of what's hot.
Yeah,
if
I
you will.
used to collect CDs as well, and now it's few and far between. Like I
Yeah.
haven't
Right.
bought a CD in years, but
Yeah.
that was my thing. And then I found my love for vinyl, which I guess what is your guys, and maybe if you have two different ones, most prized in your collection?
hard hitting.
Gee,
No.
you're not disappointing.
I
And-
get
and
asked
gotta-
that a
I get-
lot. Like if I'm on TikTok and people are like, if I'm on live, I'll go on there and like crochet and stuff, and people see that I collect, and they're like, "What's your?" And I'm like, "That is really such a loaded question because it changes. I think all the time. Like,
Yeah, it really does. I'd say my most prized
I know
in
it's like,
terms of rarity,
such a
I
hard
guess, because
question.
the rarer the cooler, I guess, is how it works,
I
right?
guess.
I have a lot of like private pressings, meaning like they were pressed on vinyl, but only like friends and family got it. It wasn't released to the public. I have an acquaintance, Scott, who for his wedding favor was I think we did like a short on it.
Mhm.
It was a pressing of like Bomb the Music Industry, Into It, Over It, and a bunch of people covering him and his wife's favorite songs, and that was never released to the public.
Such
and
a
I-
cute idea.
And we're stealing it,
I
but
Oh, though.
but that's really cool. Like that's my favorite to be like just like because you have that one collection where you don't touch it, you don't do anything, and you're just like, I have this. Don't look at it too long
Yeah.
because it will disappear. if you do,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I can't off the top of my head. It's probably like, I don't know.
I can
have
do it for you.
I have eh,
You have I got two that I know you'll agree with.
okay, and then
One,
I'll say the one that I'm
That
liking.
OG press of Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I have a Mariah Carey that on the back it's misprinted,
Yeah,
so it's like
it's the first pressing.
Yeah, it's the first pressing because they were like missing a song on the back,
Yeah.
which like I didn't know until like way later that
Mhm.
was the
And then
issue.
any one of your Circus Survive records.
Yeah, I have all Circus Survives discography, and I have doubles of some.
You made the mistake of
But-
asking us what our favorite record is. Let me name every
was-
record in my collection really quick.
No,
Yeah,
I was gonna
just-
say my Paramore broken record. Is it like Ain't It Fun on there? I
yeah,
can't remember.
it's Ain't It Fun.
And it looks like a broken record, but like only like the inside of it plays the music, so it's kind of like a neat shape.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
I guess that's the
Are you
first
able
time.
to show and tell any of these? Are they nearby?
Hold on one second.
I can.
Hold on.
Look
Wait,
now.
I can get this one.
Ugh. Look at that. We're pulling out the
I
boxes.
know.
Hold on.
Also, I love how humble you guys are. You're sitting on the floor.
Oh well, yeah. Well, I mean, would you rather be comfortable or look cool?
Wait, what?
He makes a point.
Uh,
All the way.
this might take a
Okay, I
second.
found mine.
All right, go ahead and show yours, Dave.
Here, I'm gonna make you a
Alright.
full screen, so don't think like we vanished or anything.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I'm still here. I just want to make sure everybody can see it. All right, you're good.
Well,
like-
I didn't get the other ones. I just got one. So this is my cool Paramore one. I'm not gonna take it out. So it looks
Oh, that is
like
really cool.
There's no record.
Yeah,
here.
it looks like a broken record, but this is just like nothing. And it just plays right here.
Oh, that is really neat.
And
So, how long? Like
It's a
worth
7-inch.
it's a 7-inch, so it only plays, I think, just 2 songs, maybe
One.
song,
One on each side.
one on each side.
Yep.
So, and I can't even tell you. Let's see, it doesn't even say it on here actually. So I'm pretty sure it's Ain't It Fun. Oh,
Ain't
it's
It
on there.
Fun.
Okay, never mind. Leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
It is Ain't It Fun. Okay,
So hold on,
yeah.
hold on. I'm not very familiar with Paramore, but I just want to see. Ain't it fun living in the real world? That's on. Okay.
Woo!
Yep.
Okay.
You nailed it.
Good job.
And then Scott and Aubrey, 2012.
Aubrey.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
it's got
that's
like
really cool.
the forecast, Into It, Over It, the Swellers, and Bond the Music Industry, covering the Weatherkins, Smoking Popes, Weezer, and the Dead Milkmen.
Wow.
so cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
That is really neat.
All right, come back and hang out.
Sorry, I was
This is what happens when you ask us. We're just like, oh, let me show
right.
you.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't think of anything else. It's too.
That's so
but-
cool. That is really
Yeah, I
neat.
have- all of the ones that I have discographies of, I guess, are my favorites.
Now the players behind you, are they do you use them, or are they sort of like prized possessions? Don't touch them. They're antiques.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Use
so
those.
that I've been using, this is a Project turntable. I've been using Project for 12 years. They make great turntables, and then that's like I saved up money and like am actually finally proud of my receiver, which is Marantz. And then that's my tape deck that I got that my aunt had, and I remember when I was like 7 or 8, so that was 29 years ago. She had that at one point, and then I was looking for a tape deck because I collect cassettes, sort of. And I was moving to Austin, Texas about 14 years ago, and I was just like kind of putting the feelers out there for a tape deck, and she's like, "Oh, you can just have mine," and I like pulled it out from her attic. I was like, I remember this. And yeah, so that's been cleaned and fixed up and all that fun stuff. But yeah, no, I don't let other people touch it, but like me and her, yeah, we can, she can use it all she
Yeah.
wants.
I know how.
You
it
can
is.
be in the stream.
I'm sorry, you were showing the stuff. that I was doing.
Would you like to pull out your prized possession?
Well,
at
I'm
the
going to
moment?
save that. I'm going to save that to ask you. What's the one you have? Because
Oh
You don't know.
yeah. Thank
You don't
you.
know.
See. Also, I'm
Because-
sure somebody's going to ask it, so I'm just going to answer it now. We do not discriminate on genres
Yeah,
at all.
we
Anything
like
goes.
every- Oh,
Anything
yeah.
goes.
We
anything
like
goes.
all kinds.
Country, pop, metal, doom, pop punk, alternative, folk music, like anything.
Yeah.
If we like it, we like it.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
in the post earlier today, I mentioned movie soundtracks. Do you collect movie soundtracks?
Ooh.
Scores?
I am more of a movie score type of person.
Okay.
I love, and this is probably sounds like a cop out of people who love movies and love movie scores, but I love Danny Elfman. I think. All right, hold on. Let's see if I have it.
Nightmare
I do
Before
have-
Christmas. Are you pulling Nightmare?
I do
I
have the
have that.
Nightmare. Actually, I just
Yeah.
sold the Nightmare Before
No,
Christmas.
you gave it to me.
Oh no, you have the picture disc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have the Mondo, but this is my favorite Danny Elfman score.
Ooh,
Uh,
Beetlejuice.
I
yeah,
love it. love that.
Danny Elfman is. I mean, who doesn't love Oingo Boingo? Come on. You know? Like, but yeah, Danny
Oingo
Elfman's
Boingo.
the best.
Yeah. Purely for their name alone, Oingo Boingo.
Yeah. right?
No. I meant your player. What's your
Oh.
player? Like the player you
Oh,
have. What is it?
It's not anything. It's I thought you meant my price.
Because they're the experts, so try to like get some like advice
Careful.
on it. Because
No.
Yeah.
It's all
you're the experts compared to us. That's 100%.
Yeah, mine's like one of the newer ones that you can literally find in like a Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget the brand. It's probably literally right on it. And I can't see it.
But like it'll skip for some reason. Like remember you played
Yeah,
one and it kept skipping.
Oh, I can tell you why it skips because it's Crosley, right?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I can tell you why it skips. So on a turntable, you need a counterweight, right? That kind of it partially determines how hard the needle sits on the record, and those don't have a counterweight, right? So records are they're never perfect, right? They try to be. They're not. They're like me. But you know, so
no,
if
that
there's no-
that mustache. I don't know.
we'll talk about that. No, but so if there's no counterweight and anything happens, the needle's just going to skip. There's nothing wrong with your record. It is 100% your turntable.
Yeah, that it's just like the amount of money for a decent
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
It's
They're
ridiculous.
not cheap, are
is
they?
not something that I have laying around. But
Yeah.
I
No,
pulled
sure.
this one.
Same.
U-Turn Audio. Check them out. U-Turn Audio. They make a very budget turntable that is like amazing. They sponsored an old episode of our podcast and they sent me a turntable and I like used it for a few months and I loved it. Like it was such a good turntable for like $200 or like $225. If you want to start like upgrading the turntable itself, look at U-Turn Audio. They're amazing.
And I'm pretty sure I had a Crossley and then I like a cheap one that's like a Victrola one before I moved in with you. So like I didn't even spend that much money on
Whatever
a player.
works.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't have that. Like that's ridiculous. I'm just gonna get this $60
Hey,
one.
It's Jacqueline. We have the chat pulled up.
Oh,
But yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Jacqueline.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, show me the record because you said you had a record.
I do. This is my prize record. Now
Okay.
I'm going to make like some stomach sink,
Okay.
but pun intended. So my prize record, well, I guess set of records. Christmas of last year, our apartment flooded. Some pipe burst something,
Mhm.
and I don't have like shelves like you do, so I sort of had them like stacked on the floor.
Mhm.
And it sustained significant water damage.
Aw.
No.
So should I have technically thrown it away because of mold? Yes. Did I? No. But it
Like,
is
keep that thing away from me.
Ooh, nice.
Hell
it
yeah,
was not cheap
Beautiful.
either.
Yeah.
dude. No.
Very unfortunate. But I can't open
Where's
it.
the mold? I don't see
It's-
any mold on it.
You want me to open it?
Oh, it's on the inside.
Scrape it
Oh.
off.
You
Well,
want me to
I
open
can
it?
tell you a funny
Move it
story
away.
about I
Move
had
it
some
away.
records got wet.
Oh.
So pro tip when you're moving, I had my records in boxes and like in my car. Me and my brother were driving from Phoenix to Austin, so it was like a good 20 something hours, right?
It was 12.
Yeah, that's right. 20 something was from Austin to here. Anyway, yeah, 12 hours, rode with my brother. All my records were like in boxes, except for I had a tote bag that had like 7 records in it that were
Mhm.
like my prized ones. And I had them on the floorboard, like where my brother's feet were, but like further up, so he wouldn't kick them. And then all of a sudden, my brother's like, "Oh, there's like water on the floor right there."
And he damaged like I
And
don't know,
it
10
was
of
like
your
the
records?
AC or something was like dripping onto them. And then there's like 5 or 6 of my most prized records. There's like a Phoebe Bridgers one that's in there that's like really rare. And the corner of it's just like all mushed up because it was like. So I get it. I have a few. I have like 5 or 6 very prized ones that have like water damage on the corner and the bottom, just because I was trying to save them.
If you had protective sleeves.
Stop.
Yeah.
I was trying to protect them by like not having them in the back seat with all the other ones.
True.
But they were the only ones I ruined on the way.
Yeah. I mean,
But hey, I bet the record still plays though in there.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't tested those records. I'm almost afraid to open the box. But I mean, at some point when I am brave enough, it would
You
be
should
worth
do a video,
seeing.
like an unboxing video.
We'll
oh
watch it.
God. Oh God.
Actually, you
love
know,
that. Yeah.
write that down. Write that down.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Scared.
I do. People eat that up.
Yeah.
would.
So on the flip side, so you have what? Like I'm looking at. You have probably, I don't know,
50, 75.
75. It looks like maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, it is like 75 because I think Laren counted
Okay.
like 75, 80, something like that.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
about 75. Me on the other hand, I literally have I think 3. I'm strictly music vinyls, scores.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And did you Barbenheimer this past weekend by chance?
We didn't.
Didn't?
We're kind of bad people.
No, we're
in that
not.
We don't.
We don't do.
We don't
theaters
like
that
going to the
much.
theater.
Well,
I don't blame
it's-
you.
It's strictly because like I have the attention span of a 3rd grader.
he does.
So like
And
if
then I have
need-
to go to the bathroom all the time.
yeah, so I'd just rather be able to pause the movie. Like
Yeah.
we're like after this, our good friends' daughters are in the new Wes Anderson film, and we're gonna go watch that.
Yeah, because we can
in our
rent it
home.
and watch it at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
But we often like say a lot like, oh, I can't wait. Like if it's in theaters, like, oh, I can't wait until we can rent
Yeah.
it and watch it at home.
Yeah.
Like so I
Yeah.
mean,
We're not big
that's our
theaters, but
thing.
we will see them. We want to see them both very badly.
Yeah, and we will
Gotcha.
as soon as they can stream them and stuff.
Yes, I went in with 0 expectations for Barbie. Had 0. I was just sort of like, oh, it'll be a cute movie, you know,
Right.
Margot
More so
Robbie,
for the meme.
Ryan Gosling's in there. That's nice.
Yeah.
And I exited the theater a changed man. I kid you not.
Wow.
That's
And,
big.
I'm not going to collect them all. There's like 7 or 8 of these things. You can collect all different ones, but I did pick up the Barbie album.
Isn't Nicki Minaj on that? She's on that.
Yeah,
on the
I
I
track,
think
right?
Nicki Minaj is on
Yeah.
there.
Wow. There's
Yeah,
actually a bunch of good people on there.
Initially, you had bought the
I bought the
Walmart because of the
Yep.
pink vinyl, like
Yeah.
the splatter pink.
Yep.
Mhm.
To which he then went and returned and bought the Amazon exclusive purely because
It
of
has
the
a-
poster
it has a,
that it has.
It has a better poster in there.
Oh,
I dig it.
okay, okay.
I dig it.
That's
The
a cool
vinyl
reason.
itself
I never-
is advertised as milky clear. It's very off-putting looking.
Oh,
I don't know
Yeah.
why they went milky clear.
Yeah.
It should have been some version of pink, but the poster in here is really cool. So this is a new prized possession. I think I'll open it, but
for the
I don't
poster.
know.
Yeah. Just like slit the side of it.
what you
just to
do
pull
is
it
you
up.
go to uturnaudio.com.
Man, you
swear.
really love U-Turn Audio.
The thing is, I don't even work for them.
Right.
Nor do I
like, put it
own
on
one.
here.
But like, I can't stress enough. They're a great entry level turntable.
Okay.
Okay, I'll shut up now about that.
But no, I agree. I'll probably do that little, like you said, slit the thing on the side because I do want to keep that as pristine as possible. And yeah, so that's really where I focus on. I focus on the movie scores, soundtracks. So I don't really care if it's not like original or anything. Digital's fine.
Right.
I don't really
Yeah.
care about that stuff. But yeah, I highly recommend Barbie. I highly
Yeah,
recommend
I've
Barbie.
heard a lot of good things.
Oppenheimer, on the other hand, I don't know. That was 3 hours of.
Let's make a bomb.
Let's make a bomb.
Go ahead, say the joke.
You
I would fall asleep.
just
like
listen
You
to the
would.
last podcast on the
I think
left
you would.
series about it.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
right.
Have you guys heard that one?
The last podcast on the left.
I've heard of them. I haven't heard that podcast yet.
They do like a 5-episode series
About it.
on that.
Yeah.
And I'm just assuming it's funnier. Like, you know, like
yeah.
because
They're comedians.
like I have to because,
Right.
but yeah, they're comedians and they talk about all that like history and murder and sad stuff and whatnot, but it's funny. And there were a lot of dumb people that were involved in making something very deadly. But yeah,
Yep.
check it out.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to see the movie. We'll have to watch it at home so I don't fall asleep in the cold, dark theater.
I'm in.
Yeah.
See, Barbie, on the other hand, I don't think I would be shocked if you fell asleep during Barbie.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be
You
great.
can't. It's
Yeah.
so bright. Like
It's
it,
lovely. Yeah.
It's
Oh.
very vibrant, yes, and it's
That's
like a
cool.
semi-musical. Like there's musical elements to it.
Okay.
There's songs in there, so
Right.
it'll keep your attention that way. But what's up?
I had a question because you keep talking about movies.
Yeah, movies.
Movies.
You said not to discriminate against genre, or so I assume that you have a very eclectic collection.
Yeah.
What is the most obscure?
Ooh.
It could be genre. It could be what's even on the vinyl
Show and tell
itself.
equals bonus points.
Yeah, you get points on this channel.
Obscure.
Everything's made up, and the points don't matter.
I mean,
Well-
I have 2 Dixie Chicks albums that
I mean,
say
that's not
Dixie
that
Chicks
obscure
on it.
because they're just the chicks
No,
now.
they're just the chicks.
But I don't know, like
I don't know. That's a
because
good
I'm
question.
so
What would be one that people wouldn't think that you would like? That's
I can do one. I mean,
I
hold
don't
on,
know.
hold on,
And
and
you're gonna pull out.
and I mean this unironically.
what is it?
Uh-oh.
Oh my
What do we got?
god!
I love this record. I
And
think this
sing.
is the best pop record. So I wouldn't call it
I knew it's what he was
obscure,
pulling out. I knew it.
but then I
It's
got
definitely
like
different.
It's so good.
you're into scores. Mandy.
Oh, we haven't seen
Ooh,
Mandy yet with Nick
no.
Cage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mandy's
Ooh.
phenomenal because it's Nicolas Cage and he can do no wrong.
Correct.
But like, okay,
I mean,
I have obscure. Are you familiar with Evan Weiss, aka Into It Over It, and like no all them? Okay, so you think like mid 2010s emo revival, like really good stuff, like singer songwriter, but also like kind of heavy. It's hard to say. He did a stupid cover band called the Racones, which is just Ramones covers.
Okay.
And
stupid.
it's like they all have stupid nicknames. So they have Spumoni, Coney, Baloney, and Stony. And this is part of, like,
Hey ho, let's cone.
yeah, like, and it's
Stupid.
just Ramones covers.
That's great.
But yeah,
No,
it's
I don't
and
know
this
any
is part of their
Pokemon.
Patreon that they do. They have a Patreon funded label. So they release a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, this is definitely one of the most obscure.
Oh,
Random.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
very random.
Raccoons.
gosh.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't.
I would
even
play
think.
some if copyright thing wasn't an issue. I would love to play some of these obscure things.
I know, right? What are you doing?
Can you get those? I actually have one more. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
He's on my.
One more. I actually have a really cool one.
What is that?
So Bona Rays. I cannot remember how I discovered this band or this artist, but she was. They're from the UK. They only ever released this 7-inch.
Wasn't it on like a show or something?
It
we
was on like a
watched?
short
vinyl
docu series or something we watched. And the story of this is this older woman brought in her record collection to trade into a record store, and they had just like it was a blank sleeve, and the owner of the store just randomly decided to play it one day, and she walked back in to bring more records, and she's like, "Hey, you're playing my band's record." And he was like, "How do people not know about this band? It's great punk music." And she was like, "Well, I was a black woman fronting a band in the UK in the 60s or the early 70s. It's like no one wanted anything to do with us." So he went on this campaign to like get the record pressed. And it's just really good. It's like 2 songs. It's a little 7-inch and just this awesome punk band from the UK.
Cool.
That
That's
one's
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So what made you pick it up? Did you know that
Um,
beforehand?
Probably.
Wait, what was that? I'm sorry.
How did you? Because it's so niche, obscure, only the 2 songs. How did you come to pick it up? Did you know about it beforehand, or did you?
No. So what happened was I think we watched this short YouTube series. It's always like a minute or two long, and it's just like talking about a record store in the UK. Are we planning things? Maybe. And that was that story I told you about the record store owner was a minute long video of him just talking about this. And I was like, I got to figure out where to order it because I'm not going to be in the UK right now. I listened to the one song that is on streaming because it has 2 songs. This song called Poser by Bona Rays. I found it. I loved it. And I was like, okay, cool. I have to order it. And I ordered it. It cost me twice the amount the record cost to get it shipped here, but it was worth it for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah. You want more obscure? Let's go. No,
No, I couldn't even think like off the top of my head.
yeah.
honestly, I don't know how you people can be comfy with shipping records. Like, I know they're not the most fragile thing, but it still scares me. Like, because
Oh, it's
we
not fun.
have particularly
Yeah.
carefree delivery people. Like, they'll just like
Yeah.
throw it at your door.
Oh, yeah, they don't care.
I have
Yeah.
only ever bought in person.
That's a good idea.
We like to.
Yeah, we like to. And then if it's like something that we just can't find in person or like a pre-order, there's
Yeah.
often places that like you kind of know where to trust to package it properly, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's like a certain record company, usually they're pretty good. You know, the worst you'll get is like a seam. Well, that's not the worst you'll get. You can get worse, but
For sure.
the most common would be like a seam split on the top from the record moving around in shipment inside of the.
Pokes
Yeah.
right through the package.
Yeah.
That's boring.
That's not boring.
It's a little
Why is that
boring.
boring? That's good information.
I hope you don't have any horror stories about broken
No.
records.
I actually had one like 3 months ago, but I just emailed the label and I was
Mhm.
just like, hey, so this broke. Can I have another one, please? And they were like, you can. And I was like, nice.
Yeah.
And then that's all it was.
Yeah.
You know, most record labels, more specifically the indie ones, are smart about it.
Right.
They'll hold
They
back
care
stock
more.
for that reason.
Yeah.
And then once like everybody's gotten their records and they've fixed all the issues, then they'll kind of release the leftover stock that they purposely held aside in order to cover that.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for the bigger labels, but you know.
Yeah, we'll get into the chat after. We have to talk about where everything's going. Are you subscribed to Spotify? Do you like, obviously if you're on a road trip, I would imagine you're on Spotify, or maybe you have a cassette tape player in your car still?
We are Apple Music people.
Yeah, we
Uh,
have
Okay.
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, I mean, this is the most inconvenient way to listen to music. We
Right.
understand that. But no,
Apple
yeah,
Music.
we
Lots of
stream.
YouTube.
Well, not music-wise, though.
Sometimes. Not often. Don't make that.
I don't
Faith?
stream music on YouTube.
We-
I do music on YouTube sometimes.
I
If you
am-
want to watch the music video when it's out, you watch it. Anyway. Or like Lo-Fi Girl. Like I'll sit there and
Okay,
watch
all right.
that.
I stand
Girl.
corrected.
Nope.
I stand
Anyway.
corrected. I love Lo-Fi Girl.
Thank you.
Not Lo-Fi Girl.
I know, right? Did you
Will she ever
There's a
finish her
whole, like,
homework?
there's a whole like story about like Lo-Fi Girl and Lo-Fi Boy. But
That's
So-
so
anyway,
I have
I don't
everything.
stream on YouTube.
Okay. All right. All right.
So, yeah. Apple Music.
Matt, I want my favorite artist is Michael Jackson. Who do you got?
That'd be her. She would be good.
Okay. Let me find
We have. Oh, I don't want to tell you. It's all in alphabetical order.
what I
Okay, that's a good one.
have
G-
three
Pull
here.
the first press. Yeah. Cool. All right. Don't get me wrong.
Shut up.
His music is great,
My favorite.
but I don't own any Michael Jackson on vinyl. Well, just show these ones.
No, but wait, this one's better.
All right, you'll like
You should
this.
show those.
Okay, you'll like this one. We found this not too long ago at one of our favorite shops here in North Carolina with the glove.
All right, hold on. Let me make you full screen here. I
Yeah,
need to see this
sure.
up close. Hold on. There we go.
It's like it's Michael Jackson. It's sort of like a greatest hits thing, but yeah, it
Yeah,
comes
that
with
was
a glove.
pretty cool. The glove.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
I thought about wearing my Michael Jackson shirt that I have. I love Michael Jackson. Don't even.
First U.S. press of Thriller.
Yeah, first U.S. pressing of Thriller.
That's like a prerequisite to any vinyl collection, I feel like, right? You have to have Thriller.
She fulfilled that void that I had.
Yeah.
So yeah,
First pressing of Thriller. This was a really cool pressing
like a
of like Scream.
it's like his spooky songs.
so it's all like kind
Yeah.
of the Halloween theme songs, and of course Scream on it, which I freaking love Scream.
That's
Has-
a banger of a track.
Yeah, and it has like really
Yep.
cool like art on the back. I got this, which was part of a big set that used to like hang on the wall, and it would just be all these 7 inches going down. But this is the only one I have left of that.
Yep.
Which is really sad, and it's really cool red
Ooh.
color. Yeah, and then I got this at
She
Stop it. It's the I Just Can't Stop Loving You single, which is one of my favorite songs of his. And it was at the convention that we went to. And
Yeah.
I talked him down, I think, to $5 from 8.
The one we thought was on a Saturday, but it was actually on a Sunday.
Oh my god. We showed up at the hotel on a Saturday and we're
real
like,
quiet.
huh, wonder. And then we see a sign that, or I look on the website and I'm like,
We're just walking around a weird hotel for no reason.
yeah, it was
We
Right.
do with our weekends. you know?
yeah. And then I got that cool Michael Jackson
Yeah.
record there and some other stuff.
Did you ever
There's
get
your
the I don't know age wise here, but did you ever get to see him or no?
No,
I never saw him live. No,
I think I was.
gosh,
When
what
did-
year
when
was
did he
it?
pass in 2009?
2009, yeah.
I don't even
I was
know how old
23, 22.
So I might have been 20.
I'm not very good at math.
24.
Yeah, I had to have been 22,
I
23. yeah.
cried.
But no, I never got to see him.
I
Yep.
cried a little bit when he died.
It's okay.
I don't think I cried, but I definitely was like, oh wow.
I
Wow.
know.
And I was really
Wow.
upset because obviously he was planning the This Is It coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is my chance. I can't go
Mhm.
overseas. He's going to be in the United States.
Yep.
It's happening.
This is
And,
it. Yeah.
This is it.
and
Yeah. That,
You know,
that was
whatever.
unfortunate. Yeah.
I see what you did.
I think he knew. I
Yeah.
think he knew it was it. I think he knew. It was
Oh,
yeah.
it's his retirement tour.
Well, I know that, but I think he knew it was going to end before that
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
I think he was just, that was all he knew. And that was like his life. So he was just trying to like keep going and keep going. But I think inside he was like, oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, can I give
Slow
Can I
down.
give out a shameless plug if we're all talking about Michael Jackson right now? So I'm good. You didn't answer me. I'm just gonna do it anyway. So, my friend Jason was in a folk band a while back called The Awkward Robot, and he wrote a song from the perspective of Joe Jackson when he was managing the Jackson 5.
oh wow.
And it's just like it's a straight like folk rock song. Check it out, The Awkward Robot. It's called Joe Jackson. It's a phenomenal song.
It's
Yeah.
Joe Jackson by the Awkward Robot.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
Yeah. it's good stuff.
Heck yeah.
It doesn't sound anything like Michael Jackson.
Oh no, that'd be weird.
Is it like a parody kind of thing, or is it like taken
No,
seriously?
it's a serious song. It's phenomenal. When he played it for me for the first time, I was like, "Damn, dude, I've known you since we were 12. Where did this
Wow.
come from?" Like, yeah, but it's a great song. I would check it out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever I'm surprised you don't have the This Is It score, like the album that they released for that.
I
I didn't even know this.
want to say I might have had the CD when it came. Because I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
But
I was gonna say, what'd you say?
I remember wasn't that the one that came out after he died?
It was like in tandem with the documentary. They like
Okay.
released the documentary called This Is It.
Right. Okay. Because I remember thinking like that there was something that was released afterwards and that like I always felt that like he didn't get to perfect it like he was obsessed with doing.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
know?
that's why any of those post-death
Right.
records that have come out, I'm not a big fan
Yeah.
of them. It's just
Right.
sort of
'Cause
like he
it's-
was such a perfectionist. You're releasing stuff that he didn't approve.
Exactly. And he would have been like, "Bloop, bloop, 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 bloop,"
Oh, yeah.
and so yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it, I guess. So
And it's been proven that some of the tracks, maybe not a lot, but some of the tracks are, like fraudulent. Like they had an impersonator on there doing
Yeah,
his
it's
vocals.
wild.
Yeah. So
Yuck.
Insane.
it's
Yeah.
just sort of, I think his last album is Invincible. So from that point on, it's just,
Yep.
that's where it ends for me.
Exactly. Yeah. Invincible was good. That was a good one.
But
liked
yeah, let's get into see who's joining us. I know you guys have the chat pulled up here, but we'll pull it up on the screen. We're not ignoring you guys. We love all of
I
you.
won't
Thanks
cheat.
for being here. We got
Old
of
Faithful.
course, old faithful Adrian James is always first in here. I don't think Adrian does anything else. He just
Hi,
he has a
Adrian.
big- he has a big board of just everybody he follows on YouTube. And
It's a schedule, like an
Schedule.
itinerary.
but we love you, Adrian. Thank you for
Respect.
being here. Judd, of course. Judd is very faithful as well. And Laren, we got to shout out Laren. He's our great moderator. Hello, Matt and
Hey.
Stacy. Wow, look, you got
Hello.
spellings and everything right.
Wow.
Spellings and everything.
Except for mine.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, let me fix
He
that.
just
Oh.
forgot your L in there.
There we go.
Hey.
All right, you fixed it.
Oh, there it goes.
So glad you didn't murder her, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
And dude, I could so not murder people for the rest of my life.
Oh, deal.
And I will be so good at
I
it.
found a good one.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
Right?
There's Felix. Yep, that's our cat Felix.
Yeah, Felix
Aw.
is currently being a menace.
Well, it's
He's a-
raining.
He's a zoomer at the moment.
It's raining. All right, so we got David Ellis. I like that they post early on Sunday morning and their videos are really well edited. So is that like a schedule you try to stick to early
Yep.
Sundays?
Early Sundays, usually every 2 weeks, because I'm not trying to I love editing and I love doing the channel, but I'm not.
Right.
I like to go out on dates and stuff with her, so I don't want to spend my whole life on it.
And Joanne sometimes.
With the exception of this Sunday, because this Sunday was an off week, we are releasing sort of a special video this Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
It has video games in it.
We did something a little bit different, but it'll be cool.
Nice. And I noticed because I checked your live section, you haven't been live on the channel in a little bit. Do you see yourself like doing live
Yeah.
streams more, or?
When did we do?
Sometimes.
We did it live when we
We
first
did with
moved.
Chance. Well, we did one with
Oh
Chance.
yeah, that was cool. That was real fun.
Yeah.
With Chance and then with the vinyl people. And then we did one when we moved for unboxing because then we changed the address to his parents' house. And then whenever we got there, he had like a million freaking records there. I had like 4.
Yeah.
But so we did like a live to unbox all of the records. We had like so many of them.
We
So
will
just
eventually.
decided, yeah, sounds fun.
We just want to find like we like what you do. Like when you hit us up on Instagram, we were like, first of
Yeah.
all, awesome name.
Yeah.
And second off, we want to talk to other creators and not necessarily in our community of vinyl collectors. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, with the exception of a handful of them, the vinyl reckoning YouTube community is can I swear on this?
Fuck yeah.
It's boring as shit.
Yeah.
It's just like it's with the exception of like 5 people that we follow, like the vinyl community is boring on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we don't
We
want
don't even like watch
So,
that much.
we want to
vinyl.
if we do lives again with creators, it'll be creators from other aspects of collecting something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we like that.
That's kind of what our next video is based on. Is
Right.
we went to the Southeast Game Exchange and
And
like
it was
our
so
creator
much
friend
fun.
does video game content, not streaming like stuff, but like video game collecting. And we did a video based around video games and what it's like for 2 vinyl collectors to be at try to find vinyl at a video game convention. And but we made friends with all these creators that are not in our space, but they're in the space of YouTube, which is just a bonding experience like no other. So it was
Yeah.
really cool. And that video is coming out in 2 days, so that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
That
But
was-
live streams, yes, we will once we find an idea that could work.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
follow-up question, I guess. Do you have any video game soundtracks?
Ooh. Ah.
Sort of.
Wait.
I have okay. So there's one I can't talk about because there's a reason.
Watch the video in 2 days.
Watch the video in 2 days. So,
we can't.
but I
I
own
don't think I have.
I own Double Dragon. I own a Double
Hmm.
Dragon bootleg, and what it is it's the original game soundtrack on one side, and then on the B side, it's the same thing but done with live instruments, so like
Ooh.
guitars, drums, and stuff. I just bought like a lo-fi reimagining of some Konami soundtracks from random Konami games, and then I have one. I enjoy video game reimaginings more than anything else, but I do love some video game soundtracks.
Yes.
There's this band. Damn it, I can't talk about that. Watch the video on Sunday. But yeah,
Well, I have a lot of not exactly video game vinyl, but I feel like I have a lot of Disney picture discs.
it's not the same thing at all.
That's what I said. It's not the same thing.
It's like, hey, do you have any ice cream? No, but I have this piece of shit. No, like, I'm
Wow.
kidding.
No, I have a bunch of picture discs of
Yeah.
like Lion King, The
Yeah.
Little Mermaid. I have the Nightmare Before Christmas one.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know what you have.
I don't know either.
You have such a
You
big
have an
collection.
attitude.
Oh,
I know.
Okay, we
I
bicker all the time on this channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? That's why we don't go live. No, I'm kidding.
you can't edit a live.
Exactly.
So to answer your question, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I don't like. I was trying to think of any video game related ones that I have because I feel like I do, but
No.
I don't know.
You kind of get lost in the sauce.
I
when you have
know.
this this
We have that
much.
many. Yeah,
Um,
it's just a lot.
Yeah, we got stuff sitting on the floor over there
I know.
that we haven't cataloged
I
yet.
got Purity Ring the other day. It's really good. Have you ever heard of
Wow.
it? The local
Hey,
natives.
Earlier on, you said you had Discogs. Is that like an app or something that you like? you have?
Yes.
Yes.
And I was gonna tell you, Haley, if you collect and you have, I want to say if you have more than 50 of them, I think it would be a good idea to like make an account and put your collection in there.
Because you can
'Cause
just
it's-
scan the barcode.
Yeah, you
and
can
it
scan
just-
the barcode to get on there. If you can't find the barcode, you can just search it on there.
Mhm.
But you can also like have friends on there, like a friends list, like we're friends on there.
Yeah. So it's
But- and you
basically
can have wish lists. So
We are.
it's basically letterboxed for vinyl. Letterbox
It's
is like a
physical or
movie app.
physical media strictly for music. So it's cassettes,
Yeah.
CDs, vinyl,
Right.
and you can catalog, and it's a buy and sell marketplace.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, it's
and yeah, so like you can put your collection on there, which is wonderful because you can always like refer back to it. But then there's also a feature where you can add a wish list, and then if something on your wish list comes up for sale, it'll like email you and
Yeah.
say, you know, this up from your wish list is on sale, buy it, you know, or whatever.
Oh,
Or you can just have it on your wish list just for
Yeah.
fun because wishful thinking you'll buy it one day.
you're cute.
We have another faithful nerdy film girl. Love Tracy,
Nice.
based out of New York City. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Tracy. Thanks for being
Cheers.
here.
Yeah.
I don't have my-
Oh, I don't have anything in here, but here we go.
Anything.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
To a Friday.
Uh,
There
it
you
was,
go. You did.
it was great. Everybody in the chat and on the replay, Matt messaged. He was like, "Can I have a beer during this thing?"
Well, some people are like, I don't promote alcohol.
Oh, hang that thing right in front of the camera right now. Go
I
ahead.
know, like
I-
what do you drink?
I
Look at
frequently
weed.
drink wine on this stream.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. I used to like wine. I don't
Drinking
drink
a
it
good
much
sour
anymore.
tonight.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Low ABV because I don't
I'm gonna go get a
I don't drink
Coca-Cola.
nearly as much as I used to.
Yeah. No, speaking of Tracy, she has her happy hour live streams, and she always has some form
A
of
glass of wine.
yeah, like alcohol on there. So
Oh yeah.
Nice.
awesome. Yeah. All right, here we go. Laren has a question for Matt. Why choose mustache with soul patch over all other facial hair configurements?
Okay, that's fair. I don't, because I tried it without it and it actually looked weirder. It just doesn't.
Now you're in,
Facial.
like kind of like almost Hitler territory.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so like you got the soul patch because you're like, but it also makes you like, does he suck or is he like kind of okay? You know, it keeps people guessing.
yeah.
So you know,
He's
Yeah.
It's very hipsterish.
Well, because
yeah,
well,
very
because-
granola, I guess. That's what the
very
kids
granola.
now.
That's the second time I've heard that term being
Someone
used.
called me that the other day.
they weren't
granola.
wrong.
Yeah, like
Uh,
calling somebody
I
like
know.
granola.
I had to
Wow.
Google it. That's how old I am. And now I'm Googling terms that people are calling me. That's the new-
Granola.
no,
Granola.
Yeah.
I literally just heard that yesterday. I was like, what are you
Like, what is that? Like
saying?
vanilla? Like you're like very vanilla?
No, it's like you're a hippie.
It's like like
Oh,
you're
okay.
a hipster.
You're a hippie.
You click vinyl.
That has nothing to do with being
That's
granola.
pretty hipster. I'm
That
sure
is
it has a
super
little
hipster.
something to do with granola.
Okay,
It
that's
definitely
I'm sure
does.
it's in the
It definitely does.
description. Yeah.
David Ellis says, what is David Ellis? The only DVD that still sell are Criterion, talking about Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
True.
My Barnes and Noble sells all kinds of movies. Day one steelbooks, 4Ks, 30% off. They're awesome. Okay, so
Good for you,
great
man.
segue because I do want to get to this. Do you buy movies? Do you collect movies, or you're just like, nah, we stream everything?
Oh gosh.
Because we strictly collect if it's like a concert or a documentary of some sort,
Mhm.
like a Blu-ray. That is the lane we have.
There
uh,
are like one or two that we like just couldn't get rid of.
I think so.
can't
Yeah, but it's all
remember.
most of them are like music related.
Yeah.
At the very like Control, that movie in my opinion is phenomenal. It's about Ian Curtis from Joy Division and like kind of his story. Phenomenally
It's
sad
like a
movie.
bunch of funny.
All right,
Like,
here, this is what we got.
all right.
Don't judge us too much.
Pull 'em out.
The Whackness.
Hey,
DVD.
Josh Peck. Josh
Yeah,
Peck.
love Josh Peck.
Mhm.
Funny Games, the American version. Not bad. What else do we got?
Wait, we'll do this one last. 'cause
Okay, we'll
that's
do
the
that
best
one
one.
because that's funny. All right, we'll go through this. Stop Making Sense. First time I saw this, I took a bunch of mushrooms and I didn't understand what was happening.
That's my
Mom, I
life
don't
motto.
think so.
Stop making sense.
Yeah. It's the Talking Heads. Can't go wrong with Talking Heads. Wrist Cutters, a love story.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
good lord.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
No man.
Okay, quick synopsis. So there's this the story is there's a special afterlife for people who do that, and they're stuck in sort of like a purgatory. So it's like a really dark comedy. What's the actor's name in Almost Famous? What's his name? The lead. I can't remember his name. He's in it. He's great.
Is Josh Peck in
Johnny
it?
Cash. I think so. Yes. Johnny Cash.
Ah.
A Night to Remember,
That's right.
1973.
Fugit.
Gummo.
Oh, I just saw people talk about that movie.
That was
Why
good.
did you-
Gummo's good.
Classic.
Harmony Korine.
Super classic.
My favorite director, you can judge me all you want, John Waters, and my favorite, straight up, my
So-
favorite John Waters movie.
So I actually met Edward Furlong at a convention, obviously for Terminator 2, not for
Yeah.
Pecker,
Of course.
but I have heard of Pecker. We actually really do like John Waters,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen Pink Flamingos?
Of course.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
The
Yes. I
I
criteria.
think it's the most
Wow.
underrated film, Serial Mom.
I need to see that one. I need to see that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
The Criterion version of Pink Flamingos came with a barf bag.
It comes with a barf bag for that ending. When the
That's
reading,
awesome.
when Divine's eating the shit, you can
Yeah.
barf.
Poo, it's fine. Dear Jack, phenomenal documentary. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Okay.
The Blu-rays.
Good Dick. Great movie.
Jeez.
Weird. Yeah. It's not a porn.
Are you sure?
I checked just now. It is not. No.
All right.
It's a weird little quirky indie film.
There's your little scores.
The
Josh
last
Peck in
one.
it?
Yeah. Scorsese. I don't care what you say. Scorsese's finest work. The Last Waltz. It's a music. It's a concert and like a little documentary mixed in between about the band. Phenomenal. Definitely check it out. I
Yeah.
guarantee you've heard at least one of their songs. Alexis on Fire, Last Night Cops. We got 2 left. Oh yeah, duh. The greatest Blu-ray 4-pack of all time.
Teenage Mutant. Got it. Are you going to be checking out the new one, Mutant Mayhem?
I'm gonna be honest with you, probably, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's my favorite franchise of all time.
Okay.
Led Zeppelin,
Hey,
Blu-ray,
Shaun
Shaun
of
of
the
the Dead, Steelbook.
And then our favorite, High Fidelity.
Ooh, John Cusack.
Yeah, who doesn't love John Cusack?
You need some sack in your life, right? You need some sack.
Always. So that's literally the
it. That's
extent.
all our-
Sorry to bore everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
the
fun.
extent.
I
of our
used to have a
DVDs.
lot more. I want to say back in 2005 through 7-ish, I
Yeah.
used to collect a lot of DVDs.
Yeah.
It wasn't boring. It was like some sick, twisted game of Russian roulette.
Yeah, that was.
It was really
Wasn't
like,
it?
what's next?
Seriously, watch Wrist Cutters. It's weird.
What's next? Good day.
Great movie.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about like music-based movies, or like it could be a biopic like Rocket Man, or like something like The Wall, Pink Floyd's The Wall, anything, or
He
Purple
doesn't like
Rain.
musicals.
Okay, so but I think Rocket Man was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed Rocket
me
Man.
too.
I mean, if it's good, right? Like you might hate me for this. I think the Queen one was terrible.
No, I kind of
Okay.
agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
it wasn't good.
No,
It was
They
adults
tried.
playing dress up and
I
costume
mean,
like, and that didn't know, like, no, it wasn't good.
my whole thing was, how can you make a PG-13 movie about Freddie fucking Mercury?
No,
right?
you can't.
It's like,
And they showed that.
yeah.
Pink Floyd, I have a love-hate relationship with Pink Floyd. The Wall's fine.
I was just wondering what the extent of your music movie knowledge.
Let's see.
I
Or
know
like
every
that
word.
one about
to
Johnny
Grease.
Cash,
Yeah,
the Doors.
Doors were fine.
I like the Doors.
I'm more like, have you seen Almost Famous? Like, that kid lived my dream.
I have
Like,
not,
it-
but it's on the watch list.
Ooh, gotta watch that.
yeah.
Gotta
So
watch that.
we have another question.
What?
Some of your favorite film soundtracks. Go ahead, Danny Elfman.
Ooh.
I love Danny Elfman for scores. I think
Yeah.
if we're getting weird,
Hold on. 'Cause
we're gonna talk about scores, and technically this is a soundtrack too. Lords of Salem.
Yes, that's my favorite
yes,
Rob
it has-
Zombie movie. That's my favorite
It's
Rob Zombie
great.
movie.
No one talks about it, right?
No one talks
Friggin'
about it.
great. I grew up in that area, so like where they filmed and like shot a lot of stuff. So
Cool,
I
man.
grew up there. But yeah, no, it's got that. It also comes with a second disc that has that like fake black metal band that they had featured throughout that movie.
But does that have the song that song like that? Whoa, that's
Oh,
in the
yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Ah, dude.
Have you played
Dude,
it?
it's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. Yeah, so that is the score / soundtrack. I have like the Hey Arnold score. I love that score. That
These
is
are the ones that I-
weirdly good jazz, and you're like, this shouldn't be as good as it is, and it is. But yeah, what do you got, babe?
I brought
Okay,
some of my favorites.
I want to point out that I'm not a big anime fan, and she got me into one anime and then ruined it for me.
I didn't remember.
Which one?
That one.
How I read that.
Might be 11.
I'm big anime over here. Big anime.
This is the Ein edition. So like one record is like that color, and then the other one is like that color. So
Yeah.
they're like Ein colors. It's my favorite.
I'm
And
not gonna
then-
ruin it for anybody here, but she actually ruined the end of
I
Cowboy Bebop for me,
didn't.
and I was like, "Oh my god, I actually
There's
really
theories.
like this."
There's theories that it's not that way. But
It's
anyway,
just, but yeah,
and then also,
I have to show you
I'm a big fan of Annie.
Annie.
Okay. Not the Jamie Foxx one, I assume.
No.
see, I like the Jamie.
And then a super favorite. I love Judy Garland, and
Yeah.
Aw.
Heck yeah.
and so this is the
Is that
the
vinyl like emerald green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
this one's the emerald one, the green. It's the Record Store Day emerald green vinyl. Gosh, it's like in a big thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very cool. Very cool.
And I am completely obsessed with the Wizard of Oz. So like I love that it has like old pictures. Like I even have like an old Judy Garland record. That's really good.
Do you like
She's-
Wicked? Do you like Wicked?
I read the first book, which I liked. I never saw the plays. I was supposed to go to one of them, and then I ended up like moving or something. Something happened. I don't remember. But I really enjoyed the book.
Yeah.
So like I've never got to watch or like hear any of the live stuff.
Soul.
Dude, that's my
Soul.
favorite animated movie of all time. You're pulling bangers, dude.
Good.
That's all I got. So no, it's just that, like, dude, like I saw this movie and I was like, it's gonna be fine, Matt. You're okay. Like
Balling,
after I
right?
finished it,
Balling.
so much. But I loved the jazz in that movie. Like
Yeah.
it just perfect.
So then
I think
you
I found it
you
used
must
for-
have Whiplash and La La Land.
So I used to have La La Land.
Yeah.
And then for like a week, I had a weird pressing of it that was like worth a ton of money. And I was like, I mean, like, I like it, but I like money. And so I ended up selling it, going, I can just buy a standard version down the road, no big deal. I can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, ah. But Whiplash, I've seen, I don't have it on vinyl though.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm picking up crap.
Oh man.
You're fine.
You know, I almost caved getting a newer vinyl when we were at Second and Charles not that long ago. It was the soundtrack for the original Muppet movie, but it was branded like
Get
I
it.
would like
Go
that.
back. Stop. What are you doing here? Go get it. No.
it was. For some reason, it's escaping me right now. Like Dr. Teeth's band, like.
Oh, I know.
I know what you're talking about. And I can't put my finger
What
on
is that movie
like
where he's like,
Electric something?
I know. Someone in here can tell us.
Please.
Um,
But it was like super psychedelic and like 70s because it came out in the 70s. And I was like, I was holding it in my hand and I was like, do I go against my own morals? And then I bought something else.
should have. Oh, I definitely buy new and used. You should have bought it. Go back and go get it. It's awesome. I'm sure. What's that movie where he's like, Dr. Teeth is barely a Muppet? And he's like, or what is it? Like, yeah, but he's a jazz Muppet.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that movie?
I can't
Sorry, but I'm going to look it up and then I will tell you.
Jazz Muppet.
Second and Charles.
Yeah,
Zero.
Second and Charles is really good. Speaking of Second and Charles, and I know there's some in North Carolina, I believe,
There
right?
are.
Yeah. They have a really nice vinyl selection.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll have to check
Second
it out.
and Charles. Yeah.
There's a few.
Place before.
And then they have, because you got the movie one, but they have this thing like mystery boxes of like, I think it's either like 30 or 50 vinyls or something for like
Mhm.
like $30.
Yeah, it's really nice.
it's
I
random.
have the Blu-ray one. We have to film a video for it, but it's a mystery box, but they do vinyl ones as well. So you pay
Oh, cool.
$30.
Like you pay less, so it's like almost like $1
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a per vinyl.
But
That's what it
it's
works
a
out
roll
to
of the
be.
dice. Yeah, I have no clue. I've never seen what's in these things. So
Like you can get
Yeah.
something really good, you can get something not so good, or something you already have. But the whole shtick is that even if it isn't something that you care for, you could bring it back in to Second and Charles, and then they can give you like a store credit, and you just get something else.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
trade.
Oh,
Yeah. That
that's
works.
good business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Supposedly Sansui is a good brand for vinyl record players. It's an old 70s brand. Are you guys familiar?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't dabble in vintage, but I mean, I've heard good things.
All right. Jacqueline
Like
wants to know the most valuable record you have.
Well, Jacqueline,
Mine's.
we've made a video about this.
Oh.
You can
Plug.
head to our channel,
Jacqueline.
click a little subscribe.
Is that my friend? Jacqueline?
No,
You
think-
can't tell.
Jacqueline was trolling us on YouTube, and then you could watch
I think
the Our Most Valuable Records video.
my friend Jacqueline.
Is it your wait, do you know this person?
I might.
Okay.
It might be her.
What's sort of the budget you have when going to purchase vinyl? Like,
Mm.
or like in any given day, unless you see like a grail, I guess that's one thing. But like,
Okay.
What price you try to stay around?
For something that we're like, I would say 25 to 30 bucks is a good price for something that's like brand new, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Right. And then if it's like 45, that's starting to push it a little bit. But then
Yeah.
once it reaches like a $50 for like a new record, it's like, okay, that's like too much. Like,
I've been collecting for 20 years. This
Yeah.
used to be a cheap hobby. It is no longer that.
Because it's a trend right
And-
now.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
it
fine with it.
is.
I still love it.
right.
But yeah, I would say for a new record, it really just depends on the artist, right? Like, I love Post Malone. Don't know why, but I think he makes great music. And his newest record was $45 for a double LP. And I was like, but I really love Post Malone.
Posty?
So
You
it just
put one out.
it just it came in the mail today, and I wasn't mad about that. But like, if there's stuff I can live without, then I won't spend $30 on a record. There are there's
Give and
factors
take.
that come into play. Yeah.
Well, I assume that in this video you only covered the ones that are worth like however much now. What is the
Mhm.
most that you ever spent on a record? Unless you answered that too in the same video.
No.
Your mom sent me a text of locations of Second and Charles. Thanks, Mom.
Apparently, my mom is watching this. So
Hey.
yeah.
Hey, Mama Vinyl Reckoning. Mama VR. There we go. Mama VR.
VR Mom.
We got it.
Yeah.
I honestly probably not that much because I just won't. Not that I can't, I just won't. Probably $90.
If it's like
Not
over,
bad.
yeah. No, I got that Isley record.
True.
Oh, how
Yeah.
much was that? Like, it wasn't over $100.
No, it was like 75.
Yeah, but they had it marked over 100. But I saw on their Discogs that
Mhm.
they had it for sale on their Discogs page for like 70 something bucks. And so I was like, I asked them, like, will you take the Discogs price? And they were like, yeah, sure. So
They were super
Good
cool. Yeah.
hagglers.
Nothing over $100 I've ever spent on a record.
yeah, same. I don't think I've ever.
That's
Yeah.
about my limit.
Are you guys good hagglers?
Like I'm like socially awkward and don't really like, confrontation and that kind of stuff. But like when I was at that thing, like I get in modes where I'm just like,
Choose in it.
will you take $5 for this?
Yeah.
Like it's rare. And
Yeah.
I don't really do it at record stores that much.
If I'm comfortable with the store I'm in, like there's a store in Raleigh. We've done a video on it. It's called Sorry State Records, and we go in there enough, and we have a relationship with the folks that work there that if I see a used record and like maybe I think the price is a little too high, I'll ask them. Sometimes they'll just say no, and then other times they're like, yeah, sure.
Right.
There was a record that had been sitting there for a while. They had it listed at like 55, and I was like, would you take 40? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, sweet, but I don't. You kind of know right away if someone's going to budge or not. And I'm not in the mood to waste my time or theirs. So
Right.
I don't really haggle too much.
Most of the time it's we know where the stuff is priced fairly, I guess.
Yeah.
Like we know where to go and where not to go, I
Cool.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. The Queen greatest hits all the time at Walmart. You'd have to stop collecting Blu-rays though. Don't do that, Matt.
No,
Don't do
you're
that.
No, Matt, don't do that. But also collect vinyl. It's a lot of fun.
Get another job. Take out a loan.
Yeah, there you go.
I have only one vinyl, Yellow Submarine, song track by the Beatles. Yeah.
Nice.
Good one.
Love the
Good one.
Beatles.
I love the Beatles.
Are those IKEA shelves?
Yes.
You bet they are. They're the best.
Yeah.
We have some IKEA stuff
We do
in here.
have
Heck
IKEA
yeah.
stuff.
Nice.
IKEA's good.
Mhm.
Cody,
stuff.
what's going on? Another good moderator of ours. Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Leanne. Hello, Leanne. What records started your
Mhm.
collection?
Hi,
Are these
Ma.
trolls? Are these trolls?
That's my mother just putting her last name out there on
Oh,
the
okay.
internet. So yeah, just just not concerned. What record started my collection? It depends. The first thing that got me interested in records was pretty much like anybody who still collects, which is they got it at a yard sale. Every year my family would do like a yard sale at my grandmother's house. My aunts and uncles, I have a ton of them, would bring out their old records and stuff. And I think it was like Black Sabbath's first album and Aerosmith Toys in the Attic were like the first two that like got me interested. But the first ones I bought for myself, Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, Dashboard Confessional, Mark and Mission, Brand of Scar, and like a Postal Service remix single.
That was like, sounded like you were speaking Spanish.
Hola. That's all I know. I barely graduated high school. Don't know what you want from me.
Mine, I think I bought, like, unfortunately, was like a Lydia record or an Anthony Green record,
Nice.
which is the singer of Circus Survive. So good stuff. That was mine.
Finger
Was like in
guns.
like 2010
Yeah.
when I started. 2011.
Oh
You know,
Cool. Thoughts on Third Man Records?
Third Man Records is good.
I mean,
I've never had any issues.
other
I
than
don't
the
think.
other than the White Stripes and his latest two solo albums, his last two, I don't really care about what Jack White does in the music front, but White Stripes are phenomenal. Third Man Records is not only creating jobs for the community, he's building that plan in and things like that, which is phenomenal. He actually gives a shit about the product he puts out, and in the height of vinyl and the way it is, most people pumping this stuff out do not give a shit. They're just like, you can effectively print money right now with making vinyl records. But Third Man, both in Detroit and Nashville, like they're doing awesome things. I have a ton of like the vault pressings, from Sleep to the White Stripes to Johnny Cash, to Blind Willie McTell. If you're into like weird folk blues stuff, Blind Willie McTell is phenomenal. But like he puts care into all his products, and it's phenomenal.
Sweet. Third Man's Records. Never heard. What do we got? Matt Wall's production. The one vinyl record I want the most is Persona 5. Don't know if I'll ever be able to get it because of the price. Do you have Persona 5? No?
Isn't that game like super long too?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Immediate answer. Love it. So, not joking. No, I don't. I've never played that game.
Okay.
It's an anime style game. So
Okay. Like a JRPG sort of
yes.
deal.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Kind of sort of in a little bit. All right. I
It's more
dig it.
visual novel based.
Right on.
You had a Discogs for like a month and deleted it for some reason. Have over 100 CDs. Well, rock music
Ooh.
forever. Come on.
Come on,
Keep your
rock music.
Discogs.
It's
Put it
in the
in.
name.
Yeah, put your discs in your Discogs.
Bust out the Charlie Chaplin mustache. Yeah, that's the other
Take
thing.
that.
Ooh.
Because the other option isn't so good. So like I'll take Charlie Chaplin. That's fine.
And Laren apparently has seen Wrist Cutters.
Okay.
It's a good one.
That's pretty weird.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
I like Serial Mom. Yeah, I need to see Serial Mom. Fucking
great.
love High Fidelity. Thank you for showcasing your collection. Do Stacy and Matt have a favorite John Carpenter film by chance? He asks this to every guest.
I think I'm gonna start taking a
And
shot
he's-
every time he asks.
And he's
Can
looking
we
for a
name
specific
some? 'Cause
answer.
I don't
He's
even
looking for a
know.
specific answer.
There's only one right answer.
Okay, but
oh geez,
Can we have
this is-
multiple choice? Multiple choice.
What's the right answer?
Wait,
then?
give me a multiple choice.
Just tell us. We'll cheat.
All right, we'll
like, I
go
don't even
off the air
know.
for a second, tell you what to say, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
yeah, right.
I mean, like, dude, I'm so like drawing a blank. I mean, Halloween was good, right?
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween was great.
I was just saying, I don't even know.
Like that movie still scares the shit out of me. Like that is, I mean, the newer ones don't even scare me, but that first one, like,
Yeah.
terrifying.
Is that the
Good
right
answer, not the right one though, but good.
Okay.
Oh, damn it!
I was like, I don't even know any of them, so
okay.
there's that.
I think he's looking for The Thing.
Okay.
thing
good
is-
okay.
You know what?
We're big trouble. in
I don't
Little
like it.
Is that who made
Take
the
that,
It?
Laren.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the It movie scared me when I was little.
Oh.
So there's that.
Pennywise.
That was one of the
Bohemian
top-
Rhapsody movie is one of the most disappointing I've ever seen.
I agree.
Okay. I've seen a lot more disappointing, but I get it.
Holy shit, that Cowboy Bebop vinyl is awesome.
Purely
We both have
for Miss Faye Valentine alone.
Now,
Rock music. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say did you watch the live action
No.
Cowboy Bebop?
No.
It
Okay.
was fine.
It was fine. I didn't like the Faye person, but the person they made Faye, because to me, Faye was more like silent and strong, kind of, and she wasn't like that way in the live
Mhm.
action, in my opinion. She was
I
a little
don't
more
know.
mouthy, so I was
don't
like,
know. Like Americanized live action just
Yeah.
puts a taste in my
yeah,
mouth.
Yeah.
right.
Like, I don't think we have to point out the elephant in the room, that being the Netflix Death Note.
Okay, even I've never seen the original Death Note, and I knew that was trash.
Yeah.
Like, I don't watch anime, and I was like, I feel like this is bad, and I should hate it. So I
Garbage.
did. Like,
But
yeah.
the 2006 live action Japanese Death Note kind of hits. Kind of
Okay.
hits.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Eddie has a new best friend, I think, in reference to the Michael Jackson stuff.
Yeah. I love
Meatloaf Tony, what's going on,
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Meatloaf. Nice. I like
Yep.
that.
Good old Tony boy, love him. Muppets from Space.
No, I'm
Is that
trying.
what you're thinking?
No,
of?
the
Muppets from
original Muppet
Space?
movie. What is the band? Dr. Teeth, an animal, and
It's like I think you're right, though. It's the electric.
electric something.
You have a phone.
Okay, wait.
You have infinite knowledge in the palm of your hand. Let's do this.
Shut your mouth. What am I Googling?
Dr. Teeth.
Wait, why is my phone being slow?
You got to go to askjeeves.com.
Right?
Don't.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah, the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, that was
Get it.
such a cool record. Man, we're heading down there like next week. If it's
Where?
Florida.
Oh, Second and Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably stop by.
Yeah. If it's still there, then I'll know it's meant to be.
Yes.
Are you guys are you seriously going to put Second and Charles on your to hit list?
Let me see where did she say where some of them were?
I don't know.
Oh, she sent it to us.
I remember
Okay.
seeing it.
So there's one in Fayetteville.
Oh, that's not far at all.
Okay, and then Jacksonville, and then in Virginia.
Well, we're not going to Virginia just yet.
I
So yeah,
know.
there's one in Fayetteville.
So I don't know how far Fayetteville's from us.
Far-ish, but it's a
Worth
quick
it.
drive. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll check out. Definitely we'll add
I've
that
heard
to
of-
the list.
I've heard a lot about
The
Fayetteville.
best part about them is that they're sort of like your traditional record store in that every store is going to be different because of all the trade-ins. So
Yeah.
it's worth checking out more than one. But they also have the new inventory because they're partnered with their sister companies with Books A Million. So they get
Okay.
everything Books A Million gets. But then the other half of their inventory is all people bringing in their collections and stuff.
Cool.
Nice.
I like that.
And then rock
I
music
like-
followed up. I was referring to Matt having Soul and Lords of Salem on vinyl. That's why Eddie has a new. Well, I have a new best
Really?
friend in both of these because Michael Jackson and Lords of Salem / Soul. Look, everybody calls Rob Zombie movies white trash, and they are, except for the Lords of Salem. That's it. That has not like a single ounce of white trash in there.
Yeah.
True. I love that movie.
I love all of his movies. To be
So-
honest. Love a good white trash movie.
Yeah, he's like the king of white trash movies. Just because I mean, talk about
Yeah, just
Halloween.
like
He
me
just
for
put his
real.
white trash spin on,
Yep.
Yeah.
on the Halloween.
I heard.
He certainly
Um,
did.
But and Step Brothers. Wait, and Step Brothers. Do you-
Brothers.
What does that mean? And Step Brothers.
What does Will Ferrell have to do with this?
Yeah,
I love
I don't
Will
know.
Ferrell.
But cool. So we're caught up with the chat, and we're at an hour and a half. That is literally where we like to keep these episodes.
Nice.
So,
You didn't
did
answer
we do
Lauren's
first
question.
tattoos?
No, you skipped Lauren's question.
Did we do first tattoos?
All
right, quick, we'll keep it in our heart.
Tattoo.
I still have mine on my body. It's this star, and I was 18 years old, and I passed out.
You passed out.
All right, Stacy.
No, I never. I have the word illuminate right here on my ribs.
Okay.
As your
and then I
first
got my
tattoo.
Yes, and it was ridiculous. It lasted 10 seconds and I was excruciating pain the whole time. I want to get it covered up, but I'm scared to get it covered up just because that little short thing hurt so bad. But I would say like my record player though was probably
Aw.
yeah.
Well, that's neat. That's cool.
Yeah.
What's your first tattoo?
It's on my ankle. My little rose on my
Oh,
ankle.
nice.
Nice.
I got a rose on my ankle. It says sister on the stem of it.
Weirdly,
Aw.
she doesn't even have a sister.
Shut
I'm
up.
kidding.
We wanted to, I have a sister that has it, and then we keep telling my brother we want him to get a rose, and it says brother. Like, you have to get a rose that says brother now.
Awesome.
Nice. Matching rose
All
tab.
right. And then Laren says, thanks, fans of something. Thanks so much for having Stacy and Matt. Have them back sometime. Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
we'd have to
Yeah.
figure out the right content for it, because I mean, we can't do
Sure.
another one of these.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, you never know. Like, I would imagine at some point we're gonna eventually have a repeat guest, or maybe
Like
maybe like an amalgamation of guests.
Yeah.
Just
So
kind
do
of
you
like,
watch a lot of
live
shows? Like, because we watch a lot of shows. I don't know. Do y'all watch
well, like
shows?
television series.
Yeah,
I
or like
exclusively watch
stream
reruns of Boy
shows.
Meets World. Oh,
There you go. There you go.
No. Sweet.
Like we like to binge series of things often. So
We're big into Black Mirror right now. We love Black
Okay.
Mirror.
mhm,
And Walking Dead is
mhm.
we love The Walking Dead.
It
Great.
exists and it's
great.
it's great.
Yeah, so good.
It's
Yeah.
there was a few seasons there that
That slowed down a
but
little
yeah.
bit, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've probably
Uh,
watched it.
Cowboy Bebop stream. Cowboy Bebop
Cowboy
stream.
Bebop stream.
Yes.
where I ruin the end for everybody who's watching.
No. No, we'll wait. You watch the end, and then we'll get your take on
No
your
kidding.
theory.
A Doodle Bob tattoo. Mahoy Minoi.
Me. That's all right,
I have
guess-
spike on the side of my leg too.
Ooh, that's cool.
Wait, you have a spike tattoo?
Yeah, it's just a silhouette on the side of my leg.
I love it.
And then we'll wrap the stream up with this question, because apparently StreamYard likes to do weird things to emojis that people send. So I'm gonna pull this up here, and I want you guys to tell me what you think this is.
Fireworks.
The butthole.
Oh, Stacy, you actually got it.
That was quick.
Really? Cool.
See, to
Do I
me,
win?
this is like an inside joke. Matt Walls does this. When he first sent this, they look like
Pinwheels.
wheels and
Like
like
gears?
like gears, like gears turning.
Oh,
They look like
Okay.
a gear
I'll never
turning.
unsee it now.
To me, like that looks nothing like a firework, but okay.
Looks like
It looks closer to a butthole than a firework. I'll tell you that much. But
Just saying.
I appreciate that, Matt. And Matt
Okay.
Walls. I'm talking Matt Walls, but pinwheels. Yeah, pinwheels. I don't know.
Pinwheels.
Anyways.
There it is.
But yeah, thank you for checking out tonight's live show, Fans of Something Live 26. If you're watching live, if you're watching on the replay, we appreciate you watching the replay. Go check out Vinyl Reckoning. They are linked down below. They are what you just passed 600, so you're
Yes.
on to you're onto the magic number 666.
So,
That's always fun. That's always fun
Yeah.
hitting 666 and being like, do you want to stay there? Do you want to
Right.
get past it real quick?
right.
Some people relish it. Some people are like, hey, can
Yeah,
we
yeah.
quickly get by this real fast?
Yeah. Someone unfollow me real quick or something.
Yeah, we'll take 665.
Yeah.
Apparently Laren just subbed to Vinyl Reckoning. That's very
Oh,
cool.
thank you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Appreciate
One
you.
100 stars to Stacy.
Your
What is-
points.
Forget the
Win?
fireworks,
Oh,
right?
points. That's right.
For the butt,
You
not
win.
the butthole, the fireworks.
But stick around. We'll do a formal goodbye. But we're going to end the stream now. We'll be back probably with the end of the month wrap up of everything we watched in the month of, what is it, July? Crazy. Are you guys big into like Halloween and stuff? Like, do you
She is. I'm not.
Halloween? Okay,
Decorate the whole house. And
it's
stuff.
coming up.
I used to cry when my mom used to dress me up for Halloween. I was a weird kid. It's fine. But we'll dig that into that later. No.
Very
During
cool. Yeah, no, I mean it's crazy that we're heading into August. It's absolutely
I know.
bonkers. But yeah, so stick around. We'll do a formal goodbye. But thank you everybody for watching live. This was a lot of fun. Episode 26, and we'll be back. I don't know who's going to be 27, but we'll be back with 27 at some point. Felix says goodbye.
Felix.
And
So
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Look at this camera.
Oh my goodness.
look at the camera, Felix. Look at the camera. Do you guys have any pets?
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
a dog. We have a
We have a
75 pound.
That's
That's
right.
what
Yes,
he
that's right. Because I saw them playing in one of your
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's laying upside down on the couch, like stomach up right now.
Yep.
So
Well, there we go. And then
Thank you.
Aw.
speaking of buttholes, speaking
is
of
he
buttholes,
wearing a vest?
He's wearing a shirt.
it's the Silence of the
Oh my-
Lambs. It's the Silence of the Lambs.
I love it. That's amazing.
It's his favorite
My
movie,
heart.
apparently.
His favorite movie.
Sweet.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here on a Friday night with us. There's one thing you have to keep doing, and that is keeping fans of something.